Good evening, everybody, as we're underway here at Manning Field, as I like to call it, Thanksgiving, and I have to say October now because it's finally October. This is English and Classical. Classical 6, 1, and 3. English 2, 4, and 1. Cherubin Musangu in net for the Bulldogs. Daniel Cortez.
You got the key for the box? Nah, I'm with you later. Trust me, I'll be good. The kid's pointing. We're not going anywhere.
Classical under their new coach, Eric Moreno. Kerry King, one of the deans of the soccer coaches in the Northeastern Conference. This is always a barn burner. English in their normal maroon, Classical in their green. Classical will get the throw and they move him back a little deeper. The English had some tough losses. They played very well and had some games where they were in it and got nipped. They had a great game against Gloucester here at Manning Field, came up with a big win, with a big second half. English, Chris Lazo trying to keep it in. Tipped ahead, Novoa. He's had some big goals for Classical this year. English gets there first and knocks it out. And that was Ryan Lima knocking it out of play. Al Awasi with the throw-in in the middle to Ixlaj taken away. English looking for a break, and coming out is Cortez to knock it away, getting there ahead of Cora. Cora was going to outrun the defense. He was sat behind, great speed. He caught up, but Cortez is able to come out and knock it away. English's big point defensive, they have played extremely well. As Novoa takes the shot, couldn't get a lot on it, going to the middle, left-footed. Musangu made the easy save. English's problem was putting the ball in the net. They played very good defense, but they had difficulty scoring goals in the early going. Alabasi knocks it out. English is going to get a corner kick coming from the near side. Little ground ball, they knock it loose, and it was rolling. If Cortez doesn't come over and get that, it was rolling by and sitting right on the doorstep was Espinoza, excuse me. Cortez didn't let the ball get to him. He took it away. Klasko gets it to the middle. To the far side, Alabasi. Broken up. Espinoza with it. Get to Lazo. And they kick it up. Almost up in the sheets. In fact, they're winning the sheets. Barrios with the throw-in. Barrios gets it back. Tips it by, starts it down the near side. Yeah, it went out. Espinoza couldn't keep it in. Battling with Zelaya. Off the head of Lazo. Cora tips it ahead. Espinoza trying to split the defenders. Taken away by Alabasi. Lazo off the foot of Espinoza. And Klasko will let it go out of play. Take a low line drive. Islaj tipped it, got it back, starts it up. Molina Orlana knocked it to middle, now to the side with Alabasi. Novoa broken up. Espinoza knocks it ahead. Cora knocks it down, taking it to the middle. Broken up. Zelaya and Pena combining to break it up. Klasko looking for a break, trying to tip it by. They can't get it by Hernandez. They tip it out in front. Tipped again. English looking to get it. To Lazo, they knocked it too far. Alabasi with the throw-in. Knocked away from Novoa. Klasko knocks it down in the far corner. Walking around, dropping it back, bounced off a foot, and then got cleared away by English. Well, nice passes, but the pass bounced up too high and they couldn't control it. Klasko gets there first and knocks it out of play. English will make a substitution. Klasko picks up the loose ball. Deflected away by Lima. Klasko trying to knock it deep. They knock it into the Klasko bench area. English with the throw-in. Headed away by Klasko. Balswa slipped. Klasko takes it away. The pass a little bit behind Molina Orlana. Body's going down in the middle of the field. English knocking it deep. Gets knocked away by Zelaya. All the way back to Nakata. Novoa took it away. Again, boys go down. They're letting them play a little bit. Glasgow trying to throw it in front. English got there and knocked it out. Glasgow will get a corner kick. And it was Arsenal that knocked it away. 10 minutes into this first half, no score. As I say all the time when these two teams meet, Thanksgiving in, and this happens to be October. Glasgow got a head on it, got it to the net. Just a little pop-up. Masangu made the play. Bounces by Abasi. They knock it deep. Knocked away. Stay away from him while he's on the camera, not talking. English picks it off. Cora tried to give it back to Lima off his foot. Zola looking for it. Circling. Throws it across field. It gets by Lazo. Portillo knocks it upfield. They'll call it out off Portillo, or excuse me, off Lopez Funes. That takes a big hop, but it's wide of the net and goes out of play. Glasgow will make substitutions. Cora with it. Nice tip, sliding, knocking it away. Nice play by Gomez. Excuse me, Malara. I'm looking at the long roster. Tip to the middle. Glasgow knocks it toward the net. It's going to go way wide right and out of play. Glasgow knocks it down. Marin in the middle, and they're going to call contact on Baswa, bumping into Molina Orellana. Glasgow coming down the far side, moving it to the middle. Hey, we're a little give and go, but there was nobody going to the net, and the ball just went right by everybody and out of play. And English will kick it away. Blocked by Glasgow, but knocking it out of play, Glasgow. English will get the throw in. Knocked out again by English. Glasgow takes it away. knocking it deep. Looking to throw it across out in front. They threw it high and wide over the net, out of play. English will get to kick it away. And they kick it upfield and they kick it wide, out of play. Glasgow will get the throw in. Lopez Funes throws it in. And that was Malara had it, knocked it away. Blocked nicely by Zelaya. Broken up by Glasgow coming back the other way. And here's Nakata making a nice defensive play, stepping in front. Glasgow hustles and keeps it in. Little shift goes between a couple of defenders. Goes down, no call. Boy, they're letting him play a little bit. Pena knocks it back the other way. English kind of shanked it. Now English pops it straight up in the air. Glasgow got a head on it, but knocked it the wrong way. Pena knocked it into the Glasgow bench area. English will get the throw in. Now they're calling it the other way. They're calling it off English. And they throw it by the intended receiver. It goes out of play. A little bit of a feeling out process. Neither goalie has had to make any kind of, what do you call it, goal-saving save. They drop it back. Hustling and stepping in front was Lopez Funes and couldn't collect it. He knocked it out of bounds. Bauer with it, knocks it upfield. Lima gives Barrios. Looking deep for Lazo. Hustling over was Hernandez to knock it out of play. English will get the throw in. They get it in to Castaneda. He knocks it deep. Cora hustling, and that forces Cortez to come out and dive on it. He doesn't bother kicking, he just throws it across field. And Glasgow will take it back the other way. A couple of nice passes, gets them past midfield. They knock it deep, they have it down the far side. Glasgow keeps it in, dropping it back. Malara trying to get the shot off. Couldn't get a lot on it. Got it to the net, but it wasn't much on it. Masanga was able to make the easy save, and he boots it away. Malara comes away with it. Lost it to Bauer. And we got a whistle with an English player down outside the 40-yard line. There was a collision, and Bauer is down, and they're coming out to check on him. It was nice to see Obed Bazwa go out under his own steam. They had that little, they didn't have a face-off, they just put it down and let them, and English kicked it deep to Cortez, and he kicked it away to get play back in. They didn't give anybody a kick, or they didn't do anything. Just free kick it, everybody out of the way. Make it fair for everybody, and just let's start over again. English knocks it deep. Zalea knocked it down, knocked it the other way. They tip it to the near side. Lazo drops it back. Barrios. Pass a little bit behind the return pass. And then English knocks it out. It went off. Portillo. Also trying to boot it up. English kicking it away. Also knocks it to the middle. Portillo knocks it very deep, looking for Cora breaking. He's extremely quick. If you don't hustle, he's going to go by you. Tips it, looking for nice sliding save by Zalea. And we got a couple of English players down. One is still down. They drop the pass back, and Zalea just slid and knocked it away before the player could get to the ball. And I think they're telling them to run the clock. English is going to get a free kick from the 15-yard line. I thought it was a good, clean play by Zalea, just sliding and knocking the ball away. They pop it to the net. They put it right on the money, dead center, going under the top crossbar. Cortez just got a hand on it and tipped it over the net. Very nice bid by Francisco Portillo. Almost got English on the board. We got a few Brave fans down here in the rain. It's been a terrible day. Terrible couple of days. Rain yesterday as well during the games. They send it out in front. Glasgow tips it away. English trying to get control. They knock it all the way back to Nakata. He knocks it all the way back to Masangu. He gave it away to Glasgow. Nakata broke it up. He almost gave Glasgow a scoring chance with Masangu out of the net. English knocks it, tried to knock it deep. Broken up. It was Malara breaking it up. Glasgow now trying to walk in. Can't. Nakata broke it up again. Cora with it. Knocks it deep down the near side. Zalea gets there first and knocks it away. Lazo with it. Back to Cora. Back to Barrios. Getting a foot on it. Knocking it away. Glasgow, it was Ixlage knocked it away. Glasgow winds up with it. English takes it away. They're looking to go to Cora. It bounces by him. And Zalea knocks it away. With a rush, still with it, tipping it ahead. It got picked off. Haskell trying to walk in. English double teams him. Nakata, I think, was the one that got a foot on it and knocked it away. Haskell with the quick throw in. English clears it away but knocks it out. Lopez Funes with the throw-in as we got 15 minutes and counting left in his first half. scoreless first half. Tried to get the kick. It got blocked and knocked away by the Bulldogs. Zelaya heads it back the other way. Now headed back by English, headed back by Classical. They got around one, but Barrios was there to pick off the ball and not let him go too far. Swung on and missed by Lopez Funes. Hustling over was Zelaya to knock it out of play, as Lima looked like he might be doing something down the near side. Barrios with the quick throw in. Knocked out. We got 2 ticks, over 14 minutes left in this first half. No score, English and Classical. We got a timeout down the field. We come out of the timeout 0-0. Classical with the throw in. English tips it. Tipped up field. Boswell back in the game. Nice to see. Tip to the far side. English gets there first. So we're a little bit behind Boswell. Lima knocks it up. English splits a couple of defenders. Classical gets there and takes it away. And they are letting them play. English takes it away. Ooh. They knock it to the net. Headed away nicely. Zelaya playing very well back there. And looked like Portillo was going to have a shot, but it bounced up and hit him in the hand. And they blew the whistle for the free kick. He was trying to line up the shot. It bounced almost knee high. He knocked it wide anyway, but they blew the whistle just before he took the shot because it bounced up and got him in the hand. English coming back the other way. Lazo with it, gets around, and couldn't keep it in. It went out. Popped up, headed back. Cora trying to knock it down and get control. Tipped it back. English has got it. They knock it. It got tipped by Classical to the net. Cortez will come out to the near side of the net, pick it off in the air, and clear it away. Not blowing a kick, he's just throwing it away. Broken up. Pena knocked it away. Portillo with it. His pass got picked off by Gomez. Navoa. And that was Nakata. Wouldn't let Navoa get it. Barrios ahead to Lazo. And he bangs it out off Molina Orlana. Gomez looking for it. Drops it back. Classical trying to knock it deep. Knocked away. Classical Gomez takes it away. They knock it deep. Masanga will come way out almost to the 5-yard line. Pick that off in the air. And he'll kick it away. Gets it to midfield. Molina Orellana had it. English gets it back. It skipped right past Zalea and Lazo. They both swung and missed. It goes out. English will get the throw in. And we'll have a substitution first. 10 minutes and counting left in this first half. No score, English and Classical. Thanksgiving in October. We're already in October. It's hard to believe. I'm still wondering where baseball and softball went. And we're almost halfway through. In fact, Classical is halfway through. Knocked deep. Nakata is back there. Knocked it clear across field, and English couldn't keep it in. They knock it ahead. Foot race, Masango couldn't get there. Classical trying to throw it in front. Masango comes back and slides and makes the save. He went after it, couldn't get it. I think it was Navoa that was way over on the far side from a tough angle, tried to throw it in front. Masango slid, grabbed it, and there was a English defender that was trying to play goaltender with Masango out of the net. And we get tangled up. Lazo got tangled up with Gomez. Gomez went down. They're going to give Classical a free kick. Zalea will take it. Knocks it way wide right and out of play. I think he was trying to hook that from right to left. It just sailed to the right, stayed there. Castaneda with the kick just knocks it ahead to Barrios. Back to Castaneda. Off an English foot. Boswell gets it back, throws it up front. Portillo across. They knock it deep down the far side. Getting around. And it went out off English. Classical tried to head it and couldn't. Classical now knocks it deep. Boswell gets it in the middle. Lima ahead. Lima went down hard. Portillo gets it. It gets deflected up in the air. Cora looking for it. Popped up. Lima trying to get control. Can't. Classical finally gets control. They tip it ahead. Lazo took it away. Portillo's pass. Back to Lazo. English right back at it. From long range. Cortez knocked it down. The rebound stayed in front of the net wide open, but there was no red shirts anywhere near it. And he boots it out near midfield, bounces past midfield. Haskell has it down the far side. In the middle. From long range, shot. Masango will field it at the side of the net. I think he had a play there. I think it might have got tipped by English. Cora knocked it down. English winds up with it. Looking for Cora down the near side. Popped it to the middle. Passing over is Zalea again. He's played very well in that deep center field. They drop it back. English with it, trying to make a play on that far side, dropping it all the way back. The near side to Barrios. Pass to Lima. Barrios gets it back. Barrios goes down. They're going to call it against Amaya. Actually against Molina Orellana. And from just inside the 20-yard line, from about the 18, Ryan Lima will get the free kick. And I think he wanted to get it up a little more, keep it in play, but line drive, it just sailed very quickly, wide right and out of play. And that rain has come back with that very heavy sheet of spray. You can see it up in the lights. Classical's trying to make a sweep here at Manning Field. The girls held on. They were leading 4-1 over Winthrop and won it 4-3. Trying to knock it upfield. Alabasi broken up. Got it back. Finally knocked it upfield, but there was nobody there except Nakata. And he boots it away. Classical knocks it back. Portillo knocks it deep. Zelaya got a knee on it and knocked it away. It got knocked back upfield by Ampudia. Classical little shift, another little shift. English breaks it up and takes it away. And they knock it deep. Pena with it. Gives it back to Zelaya. He was looking for Gomez down the near side. Too far. Barrios with it. They knock it clear across field, English. Off Lima's foot. In the middle. Sliding. Was Malara knocking upfield, and then English got it back. Now Classical takes it away. English gets it back again. Final 2 minutes and counting of this first half. Still no score, English and Classical. These kids know each other well. They played other sports together growing up. Might have played Little League or Babe Ruth or basketball. Might, now that it's no longer Eastland, Westland, it could be next door neighbors. Could even be related family-wise. They knock it deep, looking for Novoa. Skips it past. Gets past again, dumps it ahead. Classical walking in. Shot got deflected and it rolls in. It bounced off a couple of people. Novoa made the rush, but it was somebody else that took the shot. It got deflected twice, the last time off the goaltender, and just agonizingly rolled inside the near post to give Classical the 1-0 lead. They blow the whistle, and that's going to be halftime. So a tough goal for English to give up virtually at the end of the first half. And it winds up with Classical grabbing a 1-0 lead at the end of the first half. Welcome back as we're set to start the second half. A back-breaking goal for English to give up very late, under a minute left in the first half. And that little break, Navarro went down the far side, tried to slip in front. It got deflected a couple of times. And the last man to touch it was Alex Amaya of Classical. And it deflected off the goaltender and just agonizingly, English watched the ball roll in the near post. And Classical grabbed a 1-0 lead with certainly under a minute, maybe around 30 seconds left in the first half. That's a tough goal to have to give up. Arsenault knocks it deep. Classical's back there to collect. Knocking it upfield. Brave fans with their slickers on, with their umbrellas up. Watching this one, staying here. Considering the weather, nice little crowd down in front. Bouncing, and we got a little collision out in front. One of the Classical players got knocked down as everybody was going for the ball. So Classical will get to kick it away. Classical coming back. They knock it. I'll try to knock it down the far side. Good defense. That's Barrios, I think, knocking it away. Classical took it away. Knock it to the middle. Off the foot of Ampudia. Taken away by Classical. Portillo knocks it ahead. Classical knocks it away. Tip to the middle. Ixlage knocked it ahead. It got picked off there by Corey Olan. Turning to the middle, trying to walk in. The shot, big time save. Musanga with a big time save off Navoa. He hit a rifle shot going inside the near post, and Musanga just went as high as he could and knocked it away. That's a big time save. Stretched as far as he could, got a handoff, knocked it away, and robbed Gabriel Navoa. Pudia knocks it ahead. Lead pass. Classical takes it away. Lima knocked it back. It got picked off by Ixlage. Knocked back by English. Zelaya knocks it upfield. English behind the back pass. Broken up nicely by Classical, taken it away, and coming back the other way. Knocking it down deep, and English gets there and knocks it out. I think that was Boswa that knocked it out. The rain is just enough to be a pain in the neck. Steady, and it's just falling down. Getting a little bit harder now. And it's falling straight down on everybody. And I'm very thankful we're up here in the press box staying dry. Classical is going to get knocked, call for knocking English down. Melina Orlano out with a little check. Coriolan, I believe, is taking the kick. Knocks it across field to Arsenal. They tip it by. They tip it by again. English player went down. No call. He's very slow getting up. He's getting up. Boy, they let him play there. Glasgow knocks it away. Boswell knocks it deep. Glasgow knocks it away and knocks it out of play and knocked it out the exit, up in the stands and behind the stands on the other side. The ball was gone. Well, the ball boy has to make a trip to go get that ball. And they made a mistake throwing it in. I don't know whether lifted a foot, whatever they did, or stepped in bounds, but they gave it from classical to English, and now classical knocks it out. English will take the throw in. Classical knocks it away. Nakata knocks it back the other way. Broken up nicely by classical. Pass too far. Nakata was there to pick it off. And Boswell took it away. To the near side. Arsenal knocks it deep. Bounces off Cora. Tracks it down to the middle. Nice little shift. Ahead to Boswell. And Boswell got taken down. A little inadvertent. Zalea wound up. It wasn't Zalea. It was Robles who got under Boswell. He went over Robles out of play. And Lima will take the kick. Out in front, everybody trying to get ahead on it. English trying to control it. Gets knocked out. Off classical. Knocked out again. English will get the throw in. Trying to take a shot. It got tipped by classical and went wide left of the net. English will get a corner kick. Shot, what a save. What big time shot. And a big time save. Cortez with a dive at the far post and just got a piece of that. Knocked it out. And Cortez now goes high in the air and catches that ball in the air. A drill from Molina Orlano from maybe outside the 20-yard line. Just one time that drilled it. A line shot going in the far corner. And Cortez just picked it off. I think I said Molina Orlano. It certainly wasn't that. I think it was Boswa. And now the shot goes high over the net. Dead center, but high over the net. Ten minutes in and counting as the ball goes into the English bench area. Off Classical. That was a big time save by Cortez considering it's a 1-0 game. Rushed down the far side. Try to center it. Hustling back with Arsenal, knocking it away. They pop it up, head it away. That was Impudio knocking it away. Malawi gets it back. T. Leone ahead. They tip it. Dumping it in the middle. Too far ahead for Malawi. Could stretch as far as he could, but couldn't come up with it. And now players going down. Molina Orlano passing it across. Portillo hit him with a little bit of a cross body block and knocked him down. Josue Pena will take the free kick from just inside the 30-yard line, about the 28-yard line. Had a little bit of an angle. It went off the picket fence, bounced, and it might have bounced inside that near post, but Mosango just dove and got a piece of it. Might have gone wide, might have gone inside that near post. Mosango couldn't take a chance. He dove and got a piece of it and knocked it out. It got deflected by the little picket fence that Classical set up. So they wound up with a corner kick. And now it goes out off Classical. So Mosango couldn't take a chance. He had to take a swipe at it, and he knocked it out. English will kick it away. Boswa knocks it up. Little give and go. English knocks it deep. And it goes out, knocked out by Classical on that far side. Classical with the throw in. Bounces off a Classical player. They knock it deep down the far side. Classical's there. They drop it back, and I think it was Naveau was going to try and line up a shot coming down, but the ball was bouncing. He couldn't get good control of it. It deflected away, and English cleared it away. They come to the near side now with De Leon. Out in front, they got the pass where they wanted it, but they couldn't get control of the ball with the ball bouncing. And they try to knock it to the net. I think it was Ixlage that was down inside the 10-yard line. De Leon found him with the pass, but he couldn't get the shot off because it was bouncing. And then the pass too far goes out of play. English will kick it away. Arsenault line drives it. Classical picks it off. Take it to the middle. Nakata broke Molina Orellana up. Now it's a flex back to Masangu. And he's just holding on. And now he boots it away. Classical keeping it in the English end. Ixlage pops it up. They knock it deep. Classical walking in, looking for a shot. They drop it back, and they couldn't get the shot off because it bounced about knee high. Tipping it ahead. Shot, score! English thought they were offside. English is looking for an offside call. They're not going to get it. Jennifer Robles. Gives Classical a little bit of breathing room. English came into tonight looking for a little bit of revenge in the city soccer tournament way back when. Very first game of the season. Classical won that tournament. Classical beat English in the city tournament. So English is looking for a little bit of revenge. Classical is looking for a sweep. And they lead it now 2-0. They drop it back, and we got Molina Orellana getting knocked down again. And the rain is coming a little bit heavier now. De Leon is going to take the kick. Shot. Another big save by Masangu. That was Robles looking for two in a row. It got knocked down, laid there. Robles got a good hard shot off. Masangu had to make another big time save. He's made a few. And the rain that was kind of blowing across the field in a little bit of a spray is now coming straight down and a little bit harder. Won't be as hard as the game that Tech played here last week when they started in pouring rain. We get into the second half and they said, that's it for safety purposes. 2 minutes in, they called it. And now we're going to get a timeout. So it just under 22 minutes left here. We're going to get a timeout. Classical leading it 2-0 over English. Don't do anything from here. What you doing, I'll kill you with your hands. Very good. Go ahead. They come out of the timeout, 21-42 showing on the scoreboard clock. Classical has got a goal in each of the first halves so far, leading 2-0. Try to make it 2 in a row over English and try to make it a sweep here at Manning Field tonight because the Classical girls held on. They were leading 4-1 over Winthrop with 10 minutes to play in the game. And with 6 minutes to play in the game, it was 4-3. Classical picked off the kick, trying to walk in. They dump it deep. Classical gets there and knocks it back. Shot. It hit the post, and then they knocked it over the net. It hit the post, bounced out in front. Molina Orlano had an open net, and he knocked it over the net. And it wasn't Molina Orlano, it was Novoa. Knocked it right over the net. And somebody must have tipped it because they're giving Classical a corner kick. He had a wide open net. Out in front, everybody missed it. It's going to go all the way to the far side. English kept it in. And they knock it upfield. Classical steals it and takes it away. They knock it to the net. Musanga makes the save. And they call Classical offside. They get the shot to the net. Musanga made the save. Left a rebound. Robles was there looking for the rebound. They call Robles offside. Halfway through and counting this second half. Classical looking for win number 7. A win here would give them 15 points on this season. They would only need 5 points to qualify for the tournament. And that would mean, I don't know if they play 20 or 18. Contact again. They're going to give English a free kick. Lima's going to take it from way outside. Puts it right to the net. Classical heads it away. Nice kick by Lima. Sat it out to the left, hooked it back. Put it right on the net. Classical was able to get a head on it and knock it away. English knocks it out. Classical trying to pop it in front. Robles knocks it in. He was running by, just stuck his foot out almost like backhanded it in the net. He was just in the right place at the right time. The ball went off his foot and went into the net. They tipped it out in front. Robles going to the net. The ball was actually to his right. He was going to his left. He stuck his foot up almost waist high. And just Masanga was coming back to the near post. And Robles just tipped it into the far corner. Talking about being in the right place at the right time. Long pass, they're not going to get there, it's going to go out of play. And they just knock it out of play. Nakata trying to knock it upfield. He just knocks it to the side of the classical bench. The back line, Pena, Barrios. De Leon. Defensively, played very well for Classical. Cortez made one big save, and that's been just about it. And it was a beauty. Classical coming back. They tip it ahead. Novoa trying to get loose. Takes the shot, knocks it high over the net. He got loose for the shot, falling away a little bit. And just got too much foot on it. Lifted it high over the net. Put it right on the net. But knocked it up over the net. I see a lot of the bench kids for Classical out there loosening up. I think they're going to... Eric Moreno's going to make a lot of changes with a 3-0 lead. Classical keeping it in. English takes it away. And Classical takes it away again. And knocked out. English knocked it out. Classical will get a corner kick. It's been all Classical here, territorial-wise, score-wise. English just not able to get anything going consistently on the offense. A couple of tough goals. Whistle, and I think they call Classical offside. That one goal at the end of the half that was a really tough goal to give up with less than a minute left. Classical hustling, couldn't keep it in. It deflected off a couple of people. The last one was a goaltender and just agonizingly rolled inside the near post and gave Classical the 1-0 lead at halftime. Robles' first goal was a good hard shot. Just drilled it. Mosango had no chance, dove. It beat him to the near post, and it was 2-0. The second one, the third one, was just Robles getting his second goal. and he was just going to the net. Masango looked like he was going to catch the shot that was coming in, and as Robles almost ran by the net, he stuck up his foot almost waist high and just got a piece of it and tipped it into the net as he was going by, and it caught inside the far post for his second goal and gave Classical a lot of breathing room at 3-0. Knocked out again by English. Classical will get the throw in. English knocks out again. Steady progression by Classical with the throw-ins. Keep moving downfield. And it goes off English again. They'll move a little further. Tips it to the middle of the field. Nakata knocks it across. Robles looking for a hat trick. Dumps it in the middle. And there's Baswa knocking it away. Tipped. Baswa, a nice little shift. Knocks it deep. Classical knocks it back the other way. Malaro with it. Robles. Walked right through 4 defenders. He kind of lulled them to sleep, moving the ball around. Dumped it to the far side. Classical has to track it down. They drop it back, almost picked off. Classical winds up with it. They knock it all the way back deep. And Classical knocks it out off Pena. We got a whistle. I think Classical made contact. Portillo is going to take the free kick. Everybody picking a partner out in front, milling around. English got a head on it, knocked it to the net. Classical will knock it away. Trying to give and go with Portillo. Cleared away. English keeps it in. Impudia trying to give it back. He winds up with it. Trying to knock it deep. Headed away nicely by Zelaya. He's played very well defensively. With a rush. Classical can't get around. And Classical's going to get called, I think, for the contact. Zola was being mugged as he was trying to get the ball. Robles pass picked off. They knock it deep. English trying to get there first. Good hustle. Again, Zelaya. He's been a big part of this lead. Hustling downfield. Masangu got there first. Looked like Classical might beat the defense to the ball. Masangu booted high and wide and out of play. And we got 10 minutes and counting left in this one. Classical is going to pick up their 7th win. They're going to sweep the series against their counterparts, the Bulldogs of English. And they're going to make it a sweep here at Manning Field tonight, with the girls picking up a big win over Winthrop. He tipped it to the far side. Trying to throw it in front. It got blocked. Trying to throw it in front again. It skipped past. It deflected off a defender out in front. Right to the net. Masongo had to make a big-time save. They centered it. It looked like it was going to go right by, but it bounced off an English defender off his foot or leg. And Masongo made the big save. And now, Nelson Ramirez Savero got taken down, or took a player down. Knocked deep. Glasgow trying to push it and go get it, and they do. And it's taken away nicely by Boswa. Up to Cora. Gets it ahead. They didn't give it back to Cora. He might have had a chance for a shot. Glasgow lost it. They get it back. Skips by everybody. Then we get down to the near side. There was Alban Asani. He's a big boy in the middle. Glasgow and English will make substitutions. With Pena and Zolea and De Leon. Back on that back line, Glasgow's played very good defense. And they've kept English almost entirely away from Cortez. He made one big-time save when the game was still a game. I think it was Boswell that took the shot. Lima trying to get around, knock loose. Lima trying to get it back. And we got bumping and banging. Everybody getting involved together. English is going to get another free kick. Coming from just outside the 20. This is a little better angle. This on the field anyway. They're knocking these from out of bounds on the sidelines. So from just about the 22, English sets up their picket. Glasgow, sets up their picket fence. Now they move them back a couple of steps. And sailed it high and wide and hooked it back right and out of play. Glasgow kicks it out near midfield. English heads it past midfield. A break down the middle. And he gets knocked down. And a yellow card coming up. Jason Carranza took Nelson Ramirez Severo down. And a free kick coming for Glasgow. From the 13-yard line. Alex Marin is going to take it. They're going to move that picket fence back a little bit. They can't stay there. They can't possibly stay there. They move him back inside the 5. So Marin will get the kick, drills it, and knocks it wide. Masangu dove, I'm not sure why, because it was going wide. He missed it, didn't touch it, and he'll kick it away. Now he kicks it up to the sideline. English gets by everybody. Classical knocks it the other way. Tipped. A lot of new faces out there for Classical. Skips past. Classical, knock it out of play. Blocked out in front. Classical trying to clear it away, and they do. Gomez knocks it to the far side. Classical breaks it up and takes it away. They knock it deep down the far side. Trying to center it, head it away. Can't get a shot off. They try to knock it. I think they thought his teammate was going to go deep. And now scoreboard clock says 2:46, but the official just said the game is over, I think. No, it's not. I thought they were going to the sideline. English is just changing goaltenders. I couldn't believe that scoreboard could be that far off. English with a rush. Classical with all of their regulars on the bench. English looking to get a shot off, still with it. They finally knock it away. English will track it down. Lima trying to knock it to the net, and they let it go right through. And so Zelaya and Malara and Pena played very well on that back line. Robles gets 2. The first one was the backbreaker, Alex Amaya. And right now, that's really all that Classical needed with 2 minutes and counting left. That was the one where Navoa rushed down the far side, going from left to right, trying to shoot it to the net, got deflected. It got tipped again. Went to the goaltender, deflected off the goaltender, off Amaya's shot, and it just tucked itself just inside the near post. Robles got his 2 in the second half to make it 3-0, and that's where we are. The fans that are here are cheering the backup goaltender. I wish I knew who it was. Classical controlling. Tip to the middle. Blocked. Classical trying to knock it away. They blow the whistle and that's it. So Cortez will get the shutout. Classical will beat English both times this year